Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this your daily go getism number 578 for May 3rd, 2016. Tonight, I'm going to talk to y'all about being dirty, nasty, filthy, dusty, whatever. There are different levels to this kind of thing. There, you know, dirt is not the same as dust, mostly because we don't respect dirt, but we respect dust because something might be dusty because it's been sitting around for a long time. And dust is not one of those things that is symbolic of you being a dirty person. It's just that, it means that you just may have neglected to wipe some things down or whatever, but doesn't mean that, that your character is of a dirty person. You're not neglectful all the way. You just need to make sure that you touch some things up. When we talk about it being a dirty person, people are normally the kind of people that we avoid because they're dirty in a lot of things. And it's easy to judge a person that's dirty, even though we shouldn't judge people unfairly. However, when a person is dirty, you kind of notice certain things about them. They do things that are just a little bit questionable, things that you wouldn't do. Like a dirty person might do wash-ups instead of taking showers or taking a bath. Now, wash-ups have their place, and so do baths and showers or whatever. But a dirty person may do something like take a wash up before going to work instead of washing their ass. And it's hard to respect that because they may not take care of those body parts and crevices the way that a detailed person that's really clean may do. And it's a funny thing about being a dirty person or being the opposite of a dirty person is a very clean person, a very organized person. And people who are very clean and organized are known as sometimes having OCD, which is obsessive compulsive disorder. It means that they need everything to be straight, orderly, neat, things run in a systematic way. It actually sounds like a good way to be. It sounds like a good thing to do. But sometimes people like that can get on your nerves a little bit. A little thing about people who really are neat and clean and suffer from OCD is that they say that their mind works that way. Like the way their mental state is in a very clean and orderly way. It's just a little bit obsessive, which means that it takes them over the top, and it can really get under other people's skin. So even though they are neat and orderly and systematic in their approach to things, they're still less than perfect. None of us are perfect, but some of us don't even try. I'd say you put in a good effort and it'll show. And that's a little different from a person a person that's OCD may be a little different than a person that's germophobic. Now, if you're germophobic, that means that you are afraid of getting sick, and that's different from being a hypochondriac. A hypochondriac is somebody that always thinks that they're sick, so they're really concerned about their health. A germaphobe is somebody that's sort of like someone who has OCD, but they do it in terms of trying to make sure that they don't get sick. So anything that's dirty, these are the kind of people that have hand sanitizer. They always using antibacterial this, walking around with Clorox wipes, bleach this, bleach that, stuff like that. They want to make sure that they don't get sick. But the thing is, people who are germaphobes often get sick. They get sick often because your body can't fight off. Well, your immune system finds it really hard to fight off germs and disease if you don't kind of integrate it into your system so that it can recognize some things and not always activate the fight or flight response. But yeah, I always thought, like, what's the use in being a germaphobe if you're going to be getting sick all the time? You know what I mean? Let some of them germs in. So if you're a germaphobe, you might do a whole lot of questionable things. Like, sometimes germaphobes don't like to kiss. So you cut yourself out of intimacy because, you don't like to kiss. Sounds crazy to me. But a lot of people out here don't like to kiss. Some people say that it's a little too intimate. And that's reserved for people that are special. I don't want to get into all of that. We talking about the people who are germophobic. They don't want to kiss because they don't want to catch any germs. There's so much I could say about that goes a little deeper into that. But people who know what I'm talking about when it comes to germaphobes who don't like to kiss, y'all know what I'm talking about. Evidently, they're not afraid of all germs. Anyway, when a person is filthy, those are people that you really want to look out for, because these are the type of people who sweat out their clothes and still wear them the next day and the next day and the next day. Nasty, you know what I mean? Come in smelling like mildew and that type of thing because they didn't dry their clothes good enough. They left the soap in them too long. Maybe they left the clothes in the washer for too long, and then they tried to dry them, and they thought that because the clothes got dried that the mildew smell would go out of them, but no. Once you start sweating again and get the heat, anyway, that's just some nasty shit. Anybody can make a mistake and get caught out there with a mildewy type of load of clothes. But if you do that on a consistent basis, it just shows that you're neglectful. And that's not going to work. That's just not going to work. One of the things I wanted to tell y'all about, I was talking about how people who are neat and orderly, their mind goes in a neat and orderly way. But the people who are junkers or clutterers or, sort of like borderline hoarders, they say that their mind is all messed up. It doesn't mean that they're crazy. It just means that they haven't organized their thoughts in such a way. It doesn't, they can still be geniuses and things like that. But, like I said, nobody's perfect. And it is what it is. It is what it is. And when we start talking about dirt, we could go on about this for so long, but we don't have enough time for all of that tonight. But I do think that something is interesting. Like, maybe we don't have such a disrespect for dust, and maybe we do have a big disrespect for dirt. But potting soil is dirt. But we respect that because we know that it gives life. We plant seeds in it, then we and give it enough light and water, and we know that things are going to grow out of it. So we respect the dirt like potting soil. So if you're going to be a dirty person, be the potting soil gardener type of dirty. Don't be the nasty ass borderline homeless. Act like you don't know no better, or you just practice bad hygiene. Dirty. Don't be like that. Don't be that filthy nasty dude. You don't want to do that. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind, and anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours. Don't be a dirty nasty ass mom. You know what I'm saying? Wash your ass. Help yourself. Wash your ass. But seriously, personal hygiene is very important. It's very, very important at any age. And some people who didn't get that when they were younger, they suffer the consequences when they get older. And they always say that you're normally the last one to realize that you stink. Make sure that it don't happen. Simple as that. One thing I do, I carry deodorant around wherever I go. Hey, why take a chance? It's just a good practice. You don't want to be out there stinking. You don't want to be known as the stinky person. Breath or body, neither one of them is any good. People will talk about you. Tomorrow night is the Urban Therapy with Sun show, and we're talking about body image issues. It's going down tomorrow night on the Urban Therapy with Sun show. We're talking about body image issues. Having severe body image issues can really mess you up. Because it messes with your self-esteem, it messes with your self-worth. It can ruin your sexual relationships, your personal relationships, your romantic relationships. Because you're too busy. It's hard for you to relax because you're too busy worried about the way you look. And although it sounds narcissistic on the outside, what it really is a lack of positive reinforcement at some point in your life, and it's hard for you to feel like you measure up to anybody. So we're going to get into that tomorrow night. It's going to be, it's going down, man. A lot of people really suffer from this. we're not playing around with this. A lot of people suffer from body image issues. So it's not really about vanity. It's really about what's going on between these two ears of yours, below the scalp. And that's all I got, scalp. You know? But, you know, if you can get rid of your body image issues, you can raise your level of self-esteem, and you can enjoy life a little bit more. And that's what it's all about. Ain't about nothing else. It ain't even about nothing else. So make sure y'all check out the Urban Therapy with Sun show tomorrow night, 8:30 p.m. That's May 4th. 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Call the number 347-677-1533. Press that number 1, express yourself, man. Let me know how you feeling about this whole body image thing. This is my allergies. I don't sniff coke. I swear. I don't sniff coke. I don't do no drugs. I don't even drink. I don't. Don't make me special. It just means that when I rub my nose, it's not because because I get high. I get with y'all tomorrow night, man. Y'all have a good night. For real.